You were lied to, not once, not twice, but your entire life. You've been lied to about money, about success, and about how the world actually works. And the scary part is most people never even realize this. They will follow the script their entire life. And what is the script? The script is a layout that you've been given by the world. And it starts with get born, go to school, graduate, work a 9 to 5, and then retire, hope get comfortable, and then die. In Unscripted, MJ Demarco actually breaks down 3 of the most important things, the 3 B's that keep you trapped in life, and that is belief, biases, and bullshit. And once you start seeing them, you can't unsee them. You will become unplugged and you will live life in a very better way. You will start to notice things that are shaping most of the people's lives nowadays. So if that's the life that most people are living, the real question is why? Why do millions of people follow the same path even when it doesn't work, and most of them even know that it does not work? To understand that, you need to understand the script very perfectly. The script, like I explained, is the default path that life gives you when you're programmed since birth of the life you're going to live. You do not actually get to choose yourself the type of life you're going to live. It's already determined before you are even born. Examples is get good grades, get a stable job, save your money, save, and avoid taking risks. The script actually doesn't make you rich. It just makes you obedient in life. And when they have someone they can control, someone who is under watch, then you can serve as a very perfect slave. Most people aren't choosing their life. They are following the instructions they do not even notice. And the worst part of it is they do not even question the things they are following. So people don't just live their lives by accident. They are actually guided into it. But what's actually controlling those decisions? It starts with something invisible, something you don't even realize is shaping you. And it's something so mundane that when you realize it, then you will start to unplug. And I'm going to explain to you exactly what is controlling you and what is making you live the mediocre life you're living right now. Your beliefs are invisible rules that you live by, probably. You make up whatever you believe, you live through with it. We shape our lives based on beliefs. When you start to believe something, it becomes very, very powerful, because anything the world or other people tell you, it becomes alien to you. You cannot believe anything else other than what you already believe. And examples of this are money is hard to make. We grow up thinking that money is actually like a really hard thing to make. You have to struggle all your life to make money. You have to go to the trenches. You have to get your hands dirty. You have to struggle, toil, sweat. And if money does not come to you by sweating, then you are probably a scammer or something. And another belief is that rich people are lucky. And you always try to validate the reasons why you have failed. And so you start by saying rich people are actually lucky, or they've been handed the richness, or people invested in them. And so this belief gets embedded in your brain, and you will go on believing like that, and you'll start believing that you're not lucky, and so you are not even destined to be rich. And the third belief is you need a degree to succeed. We've seen time and time again in the recent world, many people who do not have degrees, they are actually some of the richest people in the world. And the era of degrees is actually getting worn out. It's actually fading away. And so if you still believe this, then you probably belong to the old generation. People tell you that you have to get a degree or you will never become rich in life. And so you struggle hard, you start doing these studies, you end up in doing masters, PhDs, you get all these certificates, and you just end up becoming disappointed because you think that with those papers then comes money. But actually it doesn't. Your life is a reflection of what you believe is possible. Whatever you think in your mind, that is what is going to manifest into real life. Now, here's why it gets really dangerous. When you start believing a certain belief, then you stop questioning it. You start believing in it fully. And that's how people get stuck for years and years without even realizing why. I'm going to explain how society actually programs belief. Your parents are another problem. They have probably been taught that they too, to become successful, you have to follow a certain route, one path, which is school, get a job, get rich, save, and when you're old, maybe, just maybe, you will retire rich. And so they try to instill this in you. Or maybe they had a dream, maybe they wanted to become doctors or something, and so they decide to instill this dream in you. And so as you grow up, you get used to listening to them, always giving you advice, always telling you, do this, do that. This is the way you're going to become successful. And so it sticks in your mind, and you start believing that this is actually the way to become rich. Your environment also shapes you. Where you live, if you probably live in a slum or a poor household, then most people there actually believe that getting money is really hard, or that to get money you have to go through some illegal means or some nasty ways to get money. And so you become coded like that, and you grow up believing that this is the only way to become rich. And if you actually live with the rich people, then the rich people will instill in you the things that you need in order to become rich. The good type of things, probably entrepreneurship. They will teach you how to become like a good entrepreneur. The media also plays part in this. The propagandas they give you, everything they teach you, they tell you, and 90% of it is a lie. The things you see on social media, everyone is living fake lives. Influencers want to push their products, so they tell you that these products are good while they do not even use them. They make videos which look like they are actually using them, and they do not. And so they instill in you this kind of thought that when you use them, you will do this, you will do that. And that is how you get shaped. And so it's actually important to note that you didn't choose your belief, you actually inherited them. These are like the dangerous beliefs that keep you broke. Thinking that time equals money. I know you probably think that time is money. You've heard of this saying, time is money. And while it sounds very cool to say this, to seem busy with life. It's actually false. The rich people don't trade time for money. They actually let the money make time for them. And so if you learn to choose a skill that makes you make money even when you're sleeping, where you don't have to trade time for money, then you will become successful in a very short span. You've been told that trading hours for time, doing jobs, maybe a 9 to 5, is the only way to become rich. And if you don't trade time for money, then you will limit your growth. And this is a very false narrative. And the second one is play it safe. Avoid big opportunities, avoid taking risks. Save for 40 years, work hard and save, and maybe when you get old, you'll become rich. This delays urgency. You are not focused on one thing, and so you'll end up just wasting a lot of time, and when you realize it, you're old. You cannot even enjoy your money, the money you've made, and you'll realize that saving is actually bullshit. In the long run, you'll realize that you don't actually save anything meaningful, and so you live your old life as a pauper. Thinking you are not ready yet is also a very destructive belief. Or you want to become a perfectionist. You want to perfect things. Maybe you want to become a YouTuber. You want to become a content creator. You start delaying. You start thinking that when you practice and practice, maybe one day you'll become perfect and you'll just drop one video and it will go viral. This is a very poor mindset to have. You should start immediately. If you actually have like a business idea and you don't act on it on the same day, then know that you do not even have the passion to do it, and you'll probably fail at it. So I'm going to teach you how to rewire your beliefs. Start by questioning everything you're told. Do not just believe them like cows. You are given a mind for a reason. So start questioning things. Whenever you're told things, ask questions. It's not a bad thing to ask questions. Expose yourself to new environments. Go to the people who are rich, learn from them. Expose yourself to new people. Meet new people. You will get new beliefs from them. And you'll realize that as you start opening opportunities for yourself, you start meeting new people, then you'll start rewiring your beliefs to better ones. New results require new beliefs. So if your belief actually shapes what you see, what really determines what you see? Because two people can have the same opportunity to do something, and only one succeed. One takes real good care of the opportunity and another doesn't, and they completely see the opportunity in a very different perspective. And this is where the second point comes in, which is called biases. Biases are like the mental shortcuts that your brain uses, like the confirmation bias, the herd mentality, and the status quo bias. And I'm going to explain these three biases right now. The confirmation bias, you look for information that confirms what you already believe to be true. If you think that being businesses is risky, then you'll only see failed businesses. You'll never see a successful one. And think of this, whenever you get like a new car, then you will start seeing that car everywhere. And this is a great example of a confirmation bias. Whenever you start paying attention to one thing, you'll start seeing more of it. I said in another video, this also applies in emotions. When you start feeling a certain emotion, then life gives you more reasons to feel that emotion. So this also applies here. If you start thinking that business is the right way, then you'll start seeing people who succeed in business, you don't actually see reality. You see what confirms your belief. Whatever you believe, that is what gets embedded in your brain, and that is what will manifest into reality. So you're not just thinking wrong, you're filtering reality. And it actually gets worse. And there's the herd mentality. People follow the crowd. Career choices. You've seen that when someone trends, everyone starts following with the trend. Maybe someone has become successful through YouTube or through doing live streams. Then everyone just starts to do live streams. A person starts wearing clothes a certain way and everyone decides to also follow it. So trends and lifestyle decisions, thinking that a flashy lifestyle is the way to live. This is a very dangerous mindset to have, and this is what is actually ruining your life. Think of it like this: if everyone is doing it, then it is probably average. Because if you follow what everyone is doing, then whatever you're doing is not unique at all. So it's average. Then you'll not make it using that method. You should learn to follow your own path. Start walking differently. Separate yourself from the rest of the crowd. I've always seen this meme where there are like 100 sheep and then there's only a black one. Or multiple people following a route and then there's another one person who is following his own route. So be like that one person or that one sheep. If everyone is doing it, then don't do it. Do your own, using your uniqueness. Now think like this: not only are you thinking incorrectly, you are also copying everyone who is lost. And then there's the status quo bias. People prefer to stay the same even if they're unhappy, even if they're broke, even if they're stuck. Familiar pain actually seems safer than unfamiliar success. So people stay in their comfort zones. They do not push themselves to do what is actually required of them. They do not take risks. Most people do not get out of their comfort zones. What they know is what they follow. And this is a bad mentality to have, because if whatever you know right now or whatever you're doing right now is the ideal life for you, then why are you still struggling in life? Have you asked yourself this type of questions before? This is why you are stuck in an endless cycle, because you keep staying in your comfort zone. Your brain is wired to only know comfort. Whatever it recognizes is that one thing. You have not wired your brain to take risks, to do things that are actually uncomfortable or that will actually make more progress in your life. And this is why most people stay stuck, not because they do not want to change, but because they actually feel safer staying the same way. I'm going to break these biases, and I'm going to give you a map that you're going to follow through. So start by thinking independently. Think for yourself. What do you think will make you successful? Do your own research. Do not believe what most people are saying. Most people are just liars, and most of the people actually giving you advice in life, they are the ones who have not made anything for themselves in this life. Expose yourself to different perspectives. Everyone has a different perspective to life. Everyone thinks differently. So when you expose yourself to these different perspectives and you start opening your mind, then you will learn new things that will make you successful in life, things that will actually make you rich, because you're probably here because you're broke. This video is meant to sharpen your brain, to open your eyes, and start taking calculated risks. I have not said that you bet everything in a go. You take calculated risks. Something that when you lose, you will not lose everything. Do not go all in. And when I say betting, I know most people think of gambling. No, this is not gambling. I'm speaking of business. Maybe you want to do a business venture. Do not invest everything in life such that when it fails, you do not have anywhere to lean on. So your beliefs shape your thinking. Your biases distort your perception. But there's one more layer that I've not talked about, that you've been lied to your whole life and you have come to accepted it as the truth. This one is the most ruthless one and the most dangerous one. And this is bullshit. What does bullshit mean? Bullshit actually means it's just what you think, lies the society tell you. The lies they sell as the truth. They tell you to believe in something which is a lie, and you start believing that it is actually the truth. Examples is follow your passion. When you start following your passion, then you believe that when you follow your passion, you will inevitably become successful. And this is a lie. When you start following your passion, it's not necessarily that you will become successful. The second one is money doesn't matter. You go around thinking that without money you're going to survive in life. No, you are lying to yourself and you know it. Without money, then you can't do anything with your life. Money actually runs the world. It is where you're going to provide something for yourself. And the third one is just work hard. You're told that by working hard, then you will become successful in life. And you will see in society, people don't even work hard and they have all the money in the world. So these are the common bullshit narratives that you've heard of. Like I said, following your passion doesn't always pay. Value creation actually matters more. When you create value, that is what will make you money, not your passion. So get out of your comfort zone. Whatever you love doing probably won't even pay you. Start taking risks. Sounds good, right? That's exactly why it's dangerous. And the second one is work hard and you'll succeed. You probably realize that most people who work hard are some of the poorest people in the world. The person who builds houses is poorer than the architecture. Who works harder? The person who builds houses. Then why isn't he paid a larger sum of money? You see? And the third one is you need a degree. We've seen that many people graduate yearly and jobs are not really available. So right now, if you actually think that that degree that you have will actually make you successful, then you're setting up yourself for a very deep disappointment. And the fourth one is rich people are greedy. You go around thinking that rich people are always greedy. They do not have the best interests for you. And so you are told that if you want money, then you are greedy. And greediness is a bad trait to have. It actually keeps people from wanting wealth. You probably heard this before, and that is exactly the truth. And that's the real problem, because reputation makes lies feel like the truth. Why is bullshit dangerous? It sounds good. It's what you actually want to hear. It's what actually keeps you in your comfort zone, and it keeps you stuck in the same cycle. The most dangerous lies are the ones that actually sound like good advice, the ones that seem innocent, that have like the best interests for you at heart. Those are the most dangerous because they will keep you in an open-ended cycle. So now think about this. If your beliefs are programmed, then your biases actually change reality. And the advice you've received from everyone up to now is actually flawed. So if this is the case, what kind of life are you really building? So beliefs, note this, and this is very important. Beliefs control how you think. Biases change what you see. And bullshit misguides what you do. And together they keep you trapped in a life that you never even chose and you don't even like at all. If you want a different life, then you need to start thinking very differently. And this is the moment that most people have like two choices only. You can either choose to go back to sleep or to wake up and start questioning everything you see or everything you actually hear. The moment you question the script is the moment you take full control of your life. Become the greatest your bloodline has ever seen, and then pass it down.